guys, Jen here with a review that's very, grave, determined. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh well, let's just get started. I'm sure it'll come to me. Serious Sam is an episodic first-person shooter developed by Croteam in 2001. It was initially released just for PC, but luckily had mass appeal and shortly thereafter hit other platforms such as the original Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation 2. In 2009, Serious Sam got an HD makeover and came back to PC and Xbox Live, reigniting interest in the amazing series. You play as Sam Serious Stone, last hope of humanity. The idea is Sam is sent back in time using an alien device to defeat another evil alien race called Mental. Serious Sam is very nonsensical, but in the best way possible. Giant alien mechs fight side by side with mutant toads and skeleton bulls, all with the backdrop of Egypt. The goal is to kill everything that moves. You have loads of weapons, tons of ammo, obviously, and a thirst for hellspawn blood. Sometimes being the lone savior of Earth, Sam talks to himself, commenting on the enemies and the preposterous nature he's found himself in. The tongue-in-cheek title and name of the protagonist is also played on numerous times for massive groaners throughout the game. In Serious Sam, you collect health, armor, weapons, and ammo, all in the name of turning it on some poor alien sap or demon spawn that comes at you. Weapons can be attained sooner by really exploring every nook and cranny of each level, but in doing so, you will most definitely encounter every potential enemy, which requires you to be frugal with your health and ammo at all times. Playing this game recalls me to the days of going over to my friend's house and playing her brother's copy of Doom for the PC. I was severely missing the days of being chased by demons and giant floating eyeballs, but Serious Sam is a glorious gore-filled time machine. This title just brings a mad level of nostalgia in a time well after realism and more feasible plots took over in first-person shooters. Serious Sam started development in 1996, 5 years prior to its release, and in that amazing length of time managed to encapsulate what made the early 90s PC FPSs so spectacular. Ridiculous secrets hidden in every level, enemies that appear only when grabbing certain power-ups, health, or armor, traps, teleports, blood, guts. The game is just oozing awesomeness. There are massive amounts of enemies, I can't stress that enough. Just when you think you've completed a battle, another wave comes at you. Since this game is just murder, murder, death, death, stab, stab, shoot, it would be boring without the overwhelming amount of creatures Sam has to juggle. Croteam did an amazing job mixing up where wave battles occur, but my favorite are the large-scale armies you take on in giant outdoor environments. You would think that Circle Strafe would be your friend in this game, but that has been counteracted with enemies that randomly appear in every direction at all times. Serious Sam is punishing in the best way possible. There are a few problems with Serious Sam, but nothing that should deter you from getting this game. A few glitches and bugs are present in the Xbox Live version, such as the random repositioning of the camera and an inability to load certain save states. And the lack of a reload button can feel very frustrating at times, but as a whole, the game is really wonderful. Serious Sam makes me jump. It's scripted incredibly well, so I'm not surprised I tend to shriek when an enemy randomly spawns with a demonic growl and immediately starts attacking. You're lured into a false sense of security only to have the rug pulled out from under you multiple times, so it pays to have that itchy trigger finger. Using the quick save feature alleviates your need to think very much before running headfirst into battle, but hard mode is still quite the challenge. Serious and mental difficulties are for the most hardcore FPS gamers, and my attempts at such intensive gameplay is merely a source of comedy. Get this game. Yes, I rarely command people to do things, but I'm telling you, get this game. It's just massively entertaining, and the quickness of each battle will allow you to pick up and play for 15 to 30 minutes, and then walk away with your appetite for destruction appropriately sated. It's guns, blood, and a singular manly man keeping the world safe from evil one hell spawn at a time. So I'm ending this review here before I use a seriously terrible pun.